I've seen enough. Bold and the Beautiful is the worst soap opera of 2024. I don't watch Days of Our Lives as often as I used to, but every time I do watch, I'm entertained. I saw some people were upset about the soap opera within the soap opera storyline, but whatever. Days overall is fun. General Hospital killed off a major character this year, which angered many of their fans, but I heard her send-off was really good. General Hospital also had a good courtroom storyline recently that I even watched, and I don't normally watch General Hospital. Young and the Restless has Crazy Sharon and the return of Aunt Jordan and Ian freaking Ward. I'm telling you, Young and the Restless has me entertained right now. Meanwhile, Bold just sucks. The writing has gotten to levels of bad that I couldn't even fathom. Carter and Hope have taken Eric Forrester's company from him in a way that legally makes zero sense. And they're telling Eric Forrester that they know how to run his company better than him. Get this mess off my screen. Sheila's just around doing nothing. Literally no point to her character being on this show. The Luna storyline made zero sense, but was entertaining at times. I'm glad that they've kinda brought her character back after she's been gone for a while, but where is RJ in all of this? He was the one that was dating her, and it's like he's disappeared and been replaced by his more handsome cousin, Will Spencer. The only good thing I can give Bold right now is that I kind of like Will Spencer, and I like his little storyline with Elektra. She's a new character too. I like their little budding relationship. They seem to have good chemistry. They're naturally coming together. I like the kind of storyline that she has right now with her friend that she isn't aware is actually a stalker, incel, crazy person. I'm very interested in that storyline. That's like the only storyline in Bold that I am interested in. But getting back to RJ, where the hell is he? Why is he not involved in the Luna storyline? Why did he not confront Luna ever for what she did to his sister? That was his girlfriend. He was very much in love with her. How have you not confronted this woman about kidnapping and torturing your sister? I don't understand. Why is he not involved in the Forrester versus Logan thing? He's both. These are both his family, and he's not involved in this at all. Like, do they even know how to write drama? I don't understand. Losing Taylor 2.0 was horrible. Krista Allen really made that role her own, and it sucks that she's not around anymore. Breaking up Hope and Thomas, the hottest couple this show had, has to be the dumbest decision this show made this year. And without Thomas, Hope has turned into the worst version of herself. I don't even recognize this version of Hope. She really is just a slut from the valley. Like, I don't know who this is. For some reason that I can't understand, Hope and Carter are in a relationship, and they're talking about how much they love each other after a month of sex. Not even dating, just sex, and they have zero chemistry. Zero. So Steffi fired Hope and cut her line, Hope for the Future. The line wasn't making any money for the company in like 3 quarters and should have been cut. Hope should have been fired the first time she made moves on her boss's husband, but Steffi let her rock. And then there was a quote-unquote misunderstanding where Steffi thought that Hope was making moves on her husband again when she really wasn't, but Steffi had enough of this nonsense and just fired her. And again, I don't blame Steffi for firing Hope at all, especially when Hope could have just told the truth. Oh no, this was a misunderstanding. I was in lingerie at the office, not to seduce your husband, but to seduce Carter, the COO, and we're in a relationship now. But no, Hope didn't want to tell Steffi and Ridge that she was in a relationship with the COO, because then they would see that, oh, that's why Carter keeps siding with you now, when before he wasn't on your side at all. But now that you keep giving him some puss, he's constantly siding with you and wanting to save your flop line, right? She didn't want to tell them the truth, so Steffi fired her, and Ridge backed her up, and now she's pissed about it. She is super upset and feels like she's been wronged. So she and Carter have concocted this scheme to steal Forrester Creations from the freaking Forresters so that they can bring Hope back, and Hope can be the queen and do whatever she wants with somebody else's company. I hate this show. I hate this show, and they're still blaming Steffi for all of this when Hope could have just been truthful to begin with. If Hope would have just told the truth that her and Carter were in a relationship, she most likely would have been fired, right? But because she didn't want to hear Steffi call her a slut for sleeping with the COO and getting him to side with her, right, she decided to lie about this, but it's still all Steffi's fault. I truly cannot stand Hope. So Carter, who is the main lawyer for Forrester Creations, he is also the COO of Forrester Creations, and Ridge told him to create a new LLC to restructure the whole company for tax purposes or whatever. Carter took it upon himself to draft these papers to create a new LLC, but Unbeknownst to Ridge and Steffi, Carter made himself the manager of the LLC. And if you're the manager of the LLC, you're apparently in charge of all of Forrester Creations. And he got Steffi and Ridge to sign this. And so he just usurped power from the Forresters. And now he's in charge of Forrester Creations. And it's beyond mind-boggling. He did all of this for a woman that he has been screwing for a month or so. I'm not even saying a relationship, just screwing. I ain't seen no date. There's been no real natural falling in love. They just started screwing and then started throwing I love you around. And it's absurd. Like the worst relationship in daytime. My God. And then he just risked his entire professional career to steal a company from these people for hope. It's absurd. And none of this is legal. None of this. The Forresters went to Justin, another lawyer that's been on the show for a while. They went to Justin, to see what legal recourse they have. And that scene, that scene in the Forrester office with the Forresters, I think was Eric, Ridge, Steffi, and then Carter walked in and Justin's explaining the consequences of this document. It's like, Justin wasn't even acting like their lawyer. He was acting like he was Carter's lawyer. It was absurd. The things he was saying is about, well, Steffi Ridge, aren't these your signatures? You did sign this, right? And you noticed that Carter had his name on there, but you didn't question it, right? You just rocked with it. It's like, oh my God. Carter does not need you to build his legal argument for him. This is absurd. This is absolutely a case of fraud. It's fraud. Like, it's absurd how you're acting like the Forces don't have legal recourse for this. They should be suing Carter to oblivion right now. They are millionaires. They can afford the lawsuit. Now, the lawsuit is not going to be easy, but they are the Foresters, and they can sue the pants off of him. And what, is Carter going to lie in court? Something tells me that Carter honestly wouldn't lie on the oath about this. You did lie to these people and get them to sign this on the false pretenses. You were their lawyer. You breached your duty as a lawyer to trick them into signing away their company. You should be disbarred. You should be run out of town. Like, this is absurd. To act like the Forces can't do anything about this, they should be in court yesterday. This is absurd. I swear, if they just let this rock, like if nobody files a lawsuit, if they don't fight tooth and nail to get their company back, I might never watch this show again. Because this is just stupid. Next week better not be just Hope and Carter running the show and there's no fight. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? I hate Hope so much, and Steffi honestly needs to beat the brakes off of her. She needs to slap the hell out of Hope. It needs to happen. I am so sick of her. All right, if you're watching this video, give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't be hard-headed. Help a brother out. Leave me a comment too. Let me know your thoughts about these soap operas, especially Bold. All right, later guys. Be blessed.